For a company the size of Samsung, it's not a huge blow. I think the issue is that this sets a precedent that I guess anyone that makes Android devices is going to have to consider when they bring their products to market, because it suggests that Apple could potentially be successful in other court cases against other patents that Samsung and other handset manufacturers or tablet manufacturers are seen to be undermining in some way or another.
Indeed, as you say, there's all these other cases. It's setting a precedent. Concern Apple will raise patent issues with more Samsung products as well. A lot of ongoing cases around the world between Apple and Samsung. So how might this impact those others?
Well, I think, first I'd like to say I think it's kind of ironic considering that, it's arguable. I mean, it's clear that Apple didn't actually invent tablets in the first place, or smartphones, or the touchscreen technology that's used on those devices. So it's kind of interesting the approach that it's taking. And it seems that, the company's increasingly using litigation as a competitive tool, along with its phenomenal sales and marketing. So, I guess the reason they've been so successful is their sales and marketing capability that's absolutely phenomenal, as well as getting this kind of cult following around their products. But I think what other companies are having to do in order to address this is really manage risk. Bear in mind that this could happen to them. It could happen to an HTC. It could happen to an LG and others. Right. And they'll start looking at things like having a wider variety of products, working more closely with Microsoft, for example. I mean, this is ultimately most likely to be good news for Microsoft.
Right.
Work more closely with Microsoft, launch more products, and find ways of quickly making adjustments if there should be, if litigation should go against that organisation.
Now, this is interesting, what you say, litigation as a competitive tool. Now, Samsung issued a statement to the effect saying that this is going to make products a lot more expensive. So does the consumer lose out from all of this?
I think potentially products could become more expensive because, of course, Samsung and others are going to have to spend more money on managing the risk associated with losing cases like this. So there is the potential that those costs will be passed on to consumers. So I think in many ways that argument's a strong one, that that this case is basically going against products that are competing very effectively with Apple's products and the Apple ecosystem as well.